Hello, founders. If you are looking for a system that helps you to manage your payrolls, billing, leave, and compliances without stitching the tools together, this is the ultimate tool that you have to use in 2026. This is the tool built for the founders like me. Our company has already been using so many tools like Zoho, Odoo, Fresh Teams, Freshworks, and so many things. But the major problem with this is there are all tools doing different kind of things. But for our business use cases, we need the system that works according to our use case and easy to start, or no need to learn from any people, schedule meeting and scheduling call and those kind of things. Just easy to go guide, simple setup so that I can manage my business at one place. This is free tool and there is no upfront fees, and also there is nothing to worry about like paying if my users increases, and if there are so many things are having different kind of stuff. So just one plan, 49 like 500 rupees approximately per month for the Indian founders, and we are just limiting to the 1,000 businesses for now. And you just see how useful this tool is and keep giving us the feedback. We keep enrolling more users to the system, and let's see how this works. Okay, in order to use the system, firstly you have to just start for free button. It does not require any credit card or anything as of now, and you have to just use filling the informations here. So for example, you can enter your email address and name and enter the password whatever feels good to you. So I'm just creating account. It is saying like password doesn't match, so I'm just trying to add again. It's why it's not matching. Okay, it's matching now. I have just created account. It's saying it's actually redirecting, and it's saying like it's verify. You can verify your email address, so you can click your email button in the verification section and start it. And now I can add the name, so it's my business name, and I'm just proprietor. I can also choose the business or LLP type, whatever the company you have, and just you have to just select which kind of businesses you are. So I'm just saying small business. Now you can add your GST PAN card in order to understand or get the GST notification on time, and you can skip that step, and you can invite people for now, so I'm just skipping. And you can add your number to join our WhatsApp community. You can do it. I'm just going ahead towards the dashboard. These are the few 6 steps that is important to get started. Now you can see there are 2 sections here. In the sidebar you can see all the important links that you can find, and there is go to guide, there is complete dashboard, you can see the things. And in the top navigation you can see the options like sales, purchases, people, accounts, compliances, and settings. These are all things that you need in your business operations. We are keep adding more features every single day, so stay tuned. There are so many things that are going to come. What you can do here is you can directly create your items. If you are a small business, you have inventory or the services and the products what you have, you can click this button and add your product and services, and you can start using from here. The next step is to create new invoice. You can directly create new invoices directly from here. Even you can add your clients, and you can create multiple client registry for your client use case directly here, and manage the billings and the services that you need, right? The next step is you can add your expenses. The expenses are very simple. You don't have to create a vendor or those kind of things. You can directly create the new expenses according to your use case, which category you have and which account you have paid from. You can use the account number that is directly seeded here. Even you can add and manage your bank accounts regarding to your use case. Next thing you can do very easily directly from the dashboard is create new vendor. So you can create new vendor, add new vendor in order to manage your bills. So you can add your clients, your vendors, your invoices, and everything directly here. So in the purchases and sales section, let me walk you through in the each section how it works and what it does for you. So in the dashboard you can see your history like sales, revenues, burns, and total teams members you have, and the tasks that you have. Next important feature is the calendar. You can see the complete month of things that you have enrolled for, your compliances, your invoices, the payrolls, and the task. Right now it's not showing anything because I have not incorporated or added anything in the system right now. Next thing is the inbox. Here you can manage your important task and the system notification that you want to manage, and you can directly create a simplistic task like what you have to do and manage the description. So for example, it's a very small business task. I don't want to create a new task list. It's just one system where I can see all the important information, like this is the payroll time, or this is something I have to process for this team member. You can directly manage the small tasks here. Next thing is the sales process. In the sales, you have the so many things. You can manage your clients here. You can manage your clients and vendor directly in one system. You can create invoices, and also you can see the received payments that you have got and the credit note from the vendors. Credit notes are not yet created. We are working on that. Next things, the items. Items are the small list catalog that you create for the product and services that you have. We had already discussed it. And the recurring schedule, like if you want to make sure you get notification or this kind of automation, like every single month or every single day you get notified for generating the bills or generating the invoices for this particular person, and you get auto notification in advance so that you don't have to worry about the next invoice or payment that you have to do, right? Next thing is the configuration. You can manage your billing settings. That is very important. For example, your prefixes, your bill prefixes and expense prefixes, whatever the important prefix for your invoices, you can manage directly here. You can also manage the multi-currency invoices, that is in the Indian rupees or the other US dollars. You can directly manage directly here. So let me walk you through how the invoices work. In the invoices section, you can directly click here to create a client. I'm just adding one simple client, and this is my personal information. I'm just adding a client, and I can directly, after adding, I can choose this client and I can add the particular. You can use the saved item. I don't have any services, so I can directly add any random service here, and I'm just saying just 100 rupees right now, and you can directly remove or add the GST if you want. You can add multiple items here, and if you can click create item, so you can add more items directly to your system so that you can repeat and reuse it for the future uses. Next thing is the monetary. So you can directly see here the invoice number. You can edit it, and you can enable the multi-currency here. So it's going to enable for the complete platform, like you are using the multi-currency, and if you select, you can just choose in which currency you want to create it. So I can say it's in the euro or any other currency. You can directly choose it. For the invoice date, you can create and manage the small invoice dates, and you can also add the discounts as per the use case. Is directly going to apply here. So it's right now I have not added any amount, so its rate is, let's say, 110 rupees, and you can see it's in the US dollar because I have enabled it. You can just click here, and you can see for the 1000 I just gave the 13% discount. It's directly calculating and giving you the right amount to pay. You can click here to mark as paid invoice, or you can directly click here to download invoice, and you can select which account your amount has been paid. This is the and you can confirm the invoice, and you can see the invoice. Even after saving the invoice, you can download it, you can manage it, and until you have not paid it, you can also edit and make it you're sure you have already have the notification. You can send the payment reminders and those kind of things. You can also copy and duplicate the invoice so that you can reuse for the future use cases. This is this in the invoice section. Next thing is the purchases. If your company used to purchase services and the products, or maybe vendor or something, you can directly create the vendors here. You can manage the bills and expenses, and also you can, similar to the invoices, you can create your new invoices. You can add your vendor, you can add the internal notes, billing history, and the purchases. And if you are using the GST certificate, you can order directly, manage directly from here. It's very easy to go. Even you can also see the payment that you have made, the partial or the full payment that you have received, everything. Similar in the invoice section, you can manage like how much amount you have got paid, and if your invoice in the US dollars and you said like I've not got the invoice in INR or US dollar, you can also manage that kind, and you can calculate the forex gain, like transaction gains and losses directly in the system. That is very easy and straightforward. We use every single day. Next thing is the people. Here you can manage all your employees, manage their leaves, and also manage their payrolls and reimbursement. And also you can create your new hiring, and you can manage the new job posting directly in the here, so that you can see how the people are, what kind of roles that you are working on. You can create it, share the link with the users, they can directly apply on it, and you can see all the candidates directly in the platform. The next thing, If you want more detail, I will create a more dedicated section about how the users and employees. There is a complete dedicated sensor section for the employee dashboard, payroll system, and the reimbursement. Reimbursement is very important in terms of managing your expenses from made by your team members. It is, you can easily manage this every single month, and even you can manage the expenses and the billings inside the payroll. So payroll is very drastically built for your team members, your approvals, your monthly pay, and for the billings. That sometimes what happen, you want to make sure like some of the bills are recurring bills similar to the salaries, so you can directly manage the contractors that is working with you, and you can see the contractor bills directly in the payroll section. So this is very important for managing your payrolls at one place, so you can also see the team and employees and people are working together at one section. The next thing is the account section. Here you can manage your bank accounts, you can upload statements, you can manage the transactions, rules and import history, everything. So you have the very specific system. You can create more money buckets, so basically you can add multiple bank accounts and make sure you give the name to your bank accounts. Right now you can see this is the simplest bank account, like this is my saving bank account, and this is the cash in hand. I have nothing because I have not added anything yet. And you can directly upload your bank invoice and statement in a CSV format, and it will auto match the system, like this is the part of expenses or this transaction is part of that kind. It matches it, and if you want to categorize or smart linking with the bank statement with the invoices and everything that you have in the system, it will automatically connect your bank statement with the invoices and the purchase and the sales and the transaction history is happening in the SmartDhandha directly from here. And you can recategorize the people, you can see what number of expenses you made, what kind of deals you made directly in the system. I'm just walking very quickly in terms of covering all the features in the system, so that you get the brief idea about the system, how this work, and you can definitely use it in the future uses. But if you need dedicated video, we will keep working on adding more go-to guides for each system one by one, so that you can get it. Now you can set the rules, like for example, if some bank transaction description have Zomato or Amazon, you can directly map it into the towards, like this is the client payment, or this is the billing, or this is the expense, this is a food thing, or anything kind of just stuff. And you can also see and manage all the histories of the imports that you made to the system. The next thing is you can also manage multiple bank accounts. So for example, let's say these are the simplest bank accounts, but sometimes what happens, like there are so many things, so many bank accounts, like people used to manage inside the company. This is the expenses or expenses account, this is the income account, this is wages account, this is furniture, assets account. This kind of multiple accounts or ledger you can manage. You can select these and you can add whatever you want in terms of expenses, income or asset group. Whatever kind of ledger you want to maintain, you can add it directly from the predefined system, or even you can add your own. And in the journal entries, you will see every transaction that is happening in the business. So invoices, sales, transaction expenses or reimbursement, payrolls, whatever is happening, you can directly see the journal entries, so that you can see what is happening with your bank or what is happening in the system directly at one place. And the most important section for the business is to manage the compliances. Compliances is very important, because most of the time we lost good amount of money because we dedicatedly dependent on our CA, and our accountant also dependent on CA, and they have everything for your business, but you don't have any idea what kind of compliances you have, what are the total amount that you have to make, and you have to every time send the invoices to them, send the PAN card to them, and you have no idea what happens in the last month. So you can see every single thing, what is happening in your last financial year, what amount of compliances that you have already paid or not, and what amount of things you want to carry forward, you can directly manage from here. And also there is compliance setup process. You can add your CA or the team member to handle all those things, and also you can assign your things, like what are the things that you have. For example, I don't have the GST, so I don't need the GST compliances directly here, so I can turn off all those compliances if I do not need them. And also if the TDS or the receivable TDS if not working, so you can also click on to default and make sure it's not working for them, right? And PF, EPF, ASIC, whatever according to my use case, it's sharing me, and also it is sharing what is the timeline you should be posting this every single month, right? So this is the important stuff, because and you can also start doing how you can do the ODM MSME, and you have the SOP establishment or registration certificate, you have the business. So these are the recommended step that the system generated and giving, because you are the private limited firm, or because you are the LLP, or what kind of system you have. Do you have the LUT or invoicing without IGST, if you're exporting something, those kind of things. And definitely you can edit the complete system and profile from here, which I'm going to cover. This is a lot of things inside it. So just a brief, you have the company details, where you can manage all the company information regarding to the business. You can add a business logo, directly upload here, or you can add a link here, whatever you want. And you can add the business name, you can select the entity type of what at the time and what are the business you have. According to the business, you will see the difference in the navigation and the sidebar. So just make sure whatever it works for you, it's good one for you. We keep adding more templates for the different kind of businesses. You can add the register address so that it appears directly in your invoices and the bills. And tax compliances, so like say I'm not tax entity right now, I am not doing the multi-currency, I am doing the goods export, or I do not have the foreign investments, those kind of things you can add and directly save it here. And you have the provident fund, ESIC, PF, so you can also manage those kind of things directly here. And you can also manage your financially or fiscal year according to your business need. Next thing is roles and permission. Roles and permission are the very important stuff in terms of giving the permission to your team, or you want to add your CA or accountant or anyone in your company. You can directly create a role, and you can add the team member and collaborators to engage with the thing. So directly you can add your company people and assign the role whoever is working for you. Okay, so this is important. Next thing is notification. You can manage the different kind of notification that you're going to get, in-app notification, and also the email notification and the push notification. Everything directly you can manage here. By default, it's just giving the in-app notification, so you can just turn on the in-app notification, and you will also see the notification in the sidebar if you will get any. Next thing is the developer portal. If you have a dedicated dev team or MCP server or Zapier integration or anything, if you have dedicated API reference for that, and you can manage that. And also for the payrolls and leave, you can manage the salary structure, leave policies, and holiday and the holiday calendar, everything directly here, and you can manage it. Inside the team, there are a whole lot of things like team documents, team leaves, team management, and so many things that you can directly manage, and you can see everything that is important for your business needs. It is directly here. If you need more detail, I will create more videos on it. We are just very early in the system where we have started creating content, so we will try to push more and more content in upcoming few months, so that you will get the ideas of the system, how this work, and how you can use the SmartDhandha very well for your use cases. So this is, guys, I am Chandra. I am a co-founder at SmartDhandha.com, and we are building this thing for the future founders in 2026 and beyond, so that they can able to use their business without depending on so many complex tools, connecting dots here and there, and just rely on the system that works simply for their business need. So if you have a team people from 10 to 50 people, it's very useful. But if you have more than 100 people, definitely there is dedicated system, way more better system in the world that you can explore. But if you're just getting started, this is the only system that you need as a startup founder, as a solopreneur, or an entrepreneur, if you're just getting started into the business. So this is, guys, see you in the next video.